Hello guys, welcome back to the channel once again. Today I'm super mega excited to be sharing a specific video with you guys because we're gonna be talking about the movie called Walk With Me. This movie was actually released in 2020. It's a drama movie that I would definitely recommend you guys to go watch it, and one of the reasons why is because this is a very realistic movie. It's about real life situations that happen in marriage, divorce, meeting someone else, falling in love with someone else, knowing that the circumstances is very difficult. So if you are looking for this type of movies to watch, I will definitely recommend you to go watch this one. So I'm gonna be talking about the relationship that developed between Amber and Logan on the movie. But before we get into more details, I just want to say, if you guys have watched this movie, please let me know down below in the comments what are your personal thoughts and opinion regarding it. I will definitely recommend watching this movie, and I will definitely watch it again in the future, because it's very good. And yes, the movie does have a happy ending, so that's another reason why I would want you to go watch this movie if you want. So let's not waste any more time, and let's get right into the video. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and let's go. The movie follows Amber, as she makes the brave decision to get a divorce from her long-term husband, who they have a daughter with, a young girl. And she just felt like her marriage was already falling apart, and something needed to be done in order for her and her husband to move on. So she have decided, to make that decision and get a divorce. But before she announced her divorce, she was actually looking for an apartment so she can move out and do things the right way. So she met Logan, who is a realtor, and that's how Logan and Amber they met, because Logan helped Amber get her apartment for her to sell her in before making the announcement of the divorce. So that's how the two ladies actually met and became friends at the beginning, because Amber didn't have no friends. She was just to work, her daughter, her husband. And Logan is like a musician. She has fun, she's been around, she's very outgoing, so they just became really close friends. Logan and Amber started to hang out a lot, especially after Amber's divorce got finalized. They started to spend a lot of time together, but just get to have fun, to make Amber go out again, and just be outside. So they started to spend a lot of time together, but things quickly got very intense with one another as they started to develop feelings for each other. And that can be a little bit difficult because Logan is very open, she's very out of the closet, she doesn't hide her sexuality and what she likes and who she likes. But Amber, on the other hand, she's very like conservative. Not only conservative, because she also thinks about what her parents gonna think, her daughter, and what will her ex-husband's reaction be, knowing if he finds out that she is dating a woman. Because Amber presented Logan only as a friend and nothing more, but Logan, she was okay with it because she understood Amber's situation. She just got out of a marriage, she's dealing with divorce, she has a daughter who she's co-parenting with her ex-husband. So, and her parents isn't very understanding about it, and also because this is her first time being with a woman. So Logan was very understanding and patient about it. But every time Amber and Logan would be around Amber's family, friends, whatever the case is, Amber would always act like Logan doesn't exist. She always treats her very differently on how she treats her when they are behind closed doors. And that is something that really started to bother Logan a lot, because she felt like she was giving too more than what she was given. Like she felt like she was giving 80% and she was only receiving 20 back. But she was okay with it, because every time Amber came back and apologized to her and told her, let's just take it slow, please understand my situation, I apologize, I didn't want to make you feel that way. And she also said that she wasn't sure if she really wanted to be with a woman, because she doesn't know how it works, because it's not that easy as it seems. But again, Logan was very understanding and gave her time. And yes, and that's how things went with them, until things took a very big turn, because as time went by, Amber's ex-husband finds out about their relationship. Actually, the first person who found out was Amber's mother. So she spoke to her father, and then they made this whole reunion. And that's when Amber's ex-husband found out about Amber and Logan's secret relationship in this case. And he also announced during that conversation that he was moving out of state, that he found another job, and it is willing to take the job. And that was another big problem for Amber, because now Amber will become a full-time full-time mother, and she wasn't ready to take on that responsibility. She loves her daughter with all her heart, but she's used to sharing custody with her ex-husband, so they both can, get their daughter a couple days of the week, so they can both also work on other things they have to work on. So this was another big challenge for Amber, because now she will be a full-time mother taking care of her daughter 24/7, and she was very scared that she would fail as a mother. So there was also another thing that was on her head a lot. But one thing I have to point out is that Amber and her ex-husband, they actually had a conversation and they spoke things out, and I'm so happy that they got on good terms, because they have a daughter to raise together regarding of the outcome. And Amber recognized that she failed her husband, and her husband also, it was difficult for him to recognize, but he also understood that he was also the problem for their marriage not to work out, and they have decided to be on the same page and co-parent and take care of their daughter. So but things didn't get better after that. Amber was still struggling with everything that she was going through. So that's when Logan have decided to make the decision that Amber wasn't ready to make. So Logan had a conversation with Amber and told her, hey, I love you, I'll never love you, someone the way I loved you, but I feel like it's time for me to take a step back. I'm going on tour, I don't know what's gonna happen after I finish tour, because the people who I rented the apartment from is not gonna rent it back to me. I don't know what's next for me, and you still also have a lot to figure out now with this whole situations going on in your personal life, and I don't want to feel like I'm drowning you. But of course Amber didn't want to accept it. She was like, when you come back from tour, you don't have to worry, you can move in with me and my daughter loves you. But Logan was just like, no, that's not the right thing to do. I need to go do what I gotta do on tour, go figure out my career, go figure out what is next for me. And you also need to stay here, focus on your family, focus on your daughter, try to fix your relationships with your parents, and figure out what you really want before we decide to see what's going to happen for the future. So they broke up, and I feel like that was the right thing for Logan to do. And after that, of course, they parted way. Logan, she went on tour, she started to release music, and also Amber started to develop a better relationship with her daughter. That was something very beautiful to see. And she also finally had the conversations with her parents, and her parents finally accepted who she is and what she likes, and there was also something very positive. And she finally put out her work as an artist, and she had her first gallery appearance and something like that, and she actually got into good contacts, so everything worked out for both of them. But one day on her way home, she actually heard on the radio Logan speaking about this love song, and she had this very, very good friend who advised her to go after Logan, to go see what it really is, and if there's still something to explore. And that's exactly what Amber did. She went after Logan, and when Logan saw her, she was so happy, because they both apologized for one another, and they both just basically have decided to give things between them another try. So that's how the movie really ends. Yes, like I already said, it has a happy ending. I love the movie, I really, really did. So that's basically Amber and Logan's situation, relationship, everything, like real relationship type of situations. So yes guys, that's basically it. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, and please let me know down below in the comments, if you guys go watch this movie, what would you personally rate it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until the next video, and goodbye.